All right, let's do one more example. And we're going to look at the matrices that we just got. A times B is 3 by 4. Up here at the top, you can kind of see what the units are. I skipped over that. That concrete's in cubic yards, lumber is in 1,000 board feet, brick is by the thousands, shingles are by 100 square feet of shingles. All right. Now this last matrix we are looking at is cost. Cost, cost, cost. Notice that we have 4 things here that we're looking at in terms of the rows, but there's only 1 column, right? So these are our 4 rows, and this cost in dollars, this is our 1 column. Now, if you'll notice, right, I don't know how much it's going to cost me for my materials. And look at what we can see in these matrices. There's 4 types of materials here, and the same 4 materials are listed over here. You see that? 4 and 4 matches up. Concrete, lumber, brick, and shingle, concrete, lumber, brick, and shingle. So what I would like to do is figure out for these 3, for the models X, Y, and Z, what is going to be the cost for all the Model X, for all the Model Z, and for all the Model Y. So what we're going to do is we're going to take AB times matrix C. AB times matrix C. And because we're both looking at the 4 rows and the 4 columns, the rows from the first one and the columns from the second one tells me it's going to be a 3 by 1. This will be Model X, Model Y, and Model Z. And this will be the cost in dollars. These come from over there, and this comes from matrix C. All right, so again, how does this work? How does this work? Well, this first number is the first row and the first column. So I'm going to take the first and the entire first row times the entire first column, matching them up by their position. So concrete times concrete would be 1,500 units of concrete at $20. The next one would be 30 units of lumber at $180. The next one would be 600 units of brick at $60. And the last one would be 60 units of shingles at $25. So those are the prices for the materials for all the Model X homes. So this 20 times 1,500 is going to be 30,000. This 30 times 180. Now I'm doing a little math in my head. You guys can fix this later if I mess up. I think that's 3,024. I think that's 5,400. And then 60 times 600, I think, is 36,000. 3 zeros and 36. Plus the 60 times the 25 would be, I think, let's see, 1,500, I believe. Okay, let's see. Let's add those up. 66,000, 6,900. So that looks like 72,900. 72,900. Okay, pause it right here and see if you can figure out the cost for all the Model Y and all the Model Z. All right, you can check my multiplication and addition, or you can pause it. I did the second one kind of down here, adding them up, and then the third one I did down here. And of course, if I want to add up the supplies, I can add up the supplies for X, Y, and Z, get one grand total. So that's matrix multiplication. Again, when you multiply them together, these have to be the same. Right? And then these numbers tell you the size of the product. And how do you actually find each row and each column? as we saw over here, you're going to multiply each number from the first row and each number from the first column, and those numbers will always match. And once you get those four products, you'll add them together to get one number. So your assignment will be just using some of those basic things to add, subtract, scalar multiply, or matrix multiply, and we'll talk about it in class.